Hey everyone, it's Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com, and today we're going to talk about the Georgia Comedy Film Festival Summer 2024. And we are excited. It's going to be on August 28th at the landmark Midtown Art Cinema in Midtown Atlanta. We're going to start off with Georgia Comedy Film Festival, we're going to start off with Georgia Film Industry Networking. That's the first thing we do. It's free, it's open to the public. If you are in the film industry or if you're new and you just have interest in meeting people in the film industry, come on down from 4 to 6. It won't cost you a thing, and come down and network with us. Please join us in the theater and get a ticket if possible at 6 p.m. because we're going to have our awards program. We're giving away awards for films and screenplays. And then we have our film screenings from 7 till about 10-ish, 11-ish. We'll see how many films people can take. We're going to play film after film after film. They're all shorts, mockumentaries, dark comedy, romantic comedy, stand-up comedy, sketch comedy, pretty much anything to make you laugh. That's what these filmmakers are presenting. And we have an award-nominated film by Alyssa Poteet. Thank you so much for joining us. Please introduce yourself, introduce your film, and tell us, what is this about?
Hey, oh my God. Thank you so much, Michael. We're really excited to be at the Georgia Comedy Film Festival. I love Atlanta. I'm Alyssa Poteet, like you said. I'm a comedian in Los Angeles and also a filmmaker. And with our project, we're in the mockumentary section. Our show is Feet on the Street with Alyssa Poteet. We are a hidden camera scripted hybrid, which means that a lot of the comedy in our show comes from unsuspecting reaction shots we have of doing pranks and weird interview questions with real people, not actors, like your Sacha Baron Cohens, your Eric Andres, your Nathan Fielders. It is a lot of cringe comedy. Is my character, Alyssa Poteet, who is a young self-starting journalist who wants to change the world and preserve democracy through investing the truth at all costs. But she's a bit of like a Midwestern gullible idiot who can't tell if people are full of it or just actually have good things to say. It doesn't matter if it's a politician she's talking to or your friendly neighborhood tweaker. Like, all people are equally truthful in her eyes. And so the rabbit hole that we go down to prove our investigations, it gets pretty messy. Gets pretty gross. Our pilot episode that we're really excited to show to you guys, we shot it all the way back during COVID. Not too many spoilers, but this is in the trailer, so I will spoil this. It starts with Alyssa investigating the COVID crisis and what Fauci had to say about masks, and if all the memes about what was true, what was not true. She's investigating it in her office, but since she's a poor self-starter, her office is the bus using the free Metro Wi-Fi. We set up a full-blown table. I had my bobbleheads and my globe, and the people of the bus were not happy. The bus driver did kick us out, and it just kind of descends from there into chaos as we try to figure out what's going on. Because, I think when you look at the political landscape and you just look at your crazy uncles who are still on Facebook posting 5 paragraphs at a time, I think, like, whether you're on the right of the political aisle or you're on the left, like, I think if you look at the memes and the clickbait headlines on articles, it becomes apparent that not all the media and information we're being presented can be completely factually accurate, because there's so much stuff that's contradictory. And I think one thing on people all over the political aisle can agree is that the information we're being fed is crazy. And so it's like, on Feet on the Street, the idea is, what if a character took all of that information is absolutely true and ran with it till the bitter end? And then the outcome is you get the most cringy responses from people like, what are you doing? And it'll be really fun to show it with you guys.
Well, my next question, you kind of answered it in a lot of ways, but any other motivations for doing this particular story? Like, is there any just why this?
Oh my God, yes. Well, I mean, I'm a Nathan Fielder girl. I love the cringe. And growing up, I was that gullible Midwestern girl. Like it doesn't matter if I was a kid and you got my nose, I would be like, why would you do that? Like, it's just, there's no amount of just, that's obviously not true, that would make me believe that you would dare lie to me in, like, the word of our Lord. It just would never occur to me. And then coming to LA, it's a lot. It's a lot different of a place than Illinois. There's a lot of puffery and performative posturing, and so being here, and then literally during the pandemic, when I was literally on Facebook watching people lose their minds, I have like some very like Indiana family that they were sharing all their opinions on what was going on. I came out here for engineering school. I had like very liberal Californian, well, actually, engineers. I had stand up comedians, and everyone's opinions were like, none of these can exist in the same room. Like, they're so absolutely different. And then it was like, well, what if we like got Eric Garcetti in a room, for example, the mayor at the time, and we like hit him with a hard hitting, um, across the table interrogation about these claims that my uncle Daryl in Indiana is making about the pandemic. Now, of course, like we can't get Eric Garcetti, but like we did go to City Hall in disguise and terrorize a City Hall security guard with these accusations in the pilot. But like that kind of being the idea, like maybe if instead of like trying to explain to my uncle Daryl, no, the things you think are batshit. Oh, excuse my French. What if we just actually took them seriously and just showed how crazy they are,
All right, good stuff. Well, thanks for being transparent about that. And I think that people will get that watching this. I think they're really going to get an idea of what you're trying to accomplish. So, well, what else are you working on? What else is going on? You building any more on this series, or are you working on other projects, or kind of both?
Yeah, we did do another episode of Feet on the Street at a pro-life rally here in Los Angeles. That was a very colorful experience. Spoiler alert, I did have a couple voice actors play my character's family. And as I'm like interviewing these people at this rally, by the way, very nice people, God bless them, very sweet. But I kind of level with them and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so sweet, so wise. Could you give me some advice? Because I have a cousin who she's pregnant and she's really hell bent on getting an abortion because she got pregnant with our Uncle Daryl and he's not really a nice guy. And then they just like double down and they're like, no, through God, all challenges are possible to overcome. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. Could you help me call my cousin? And so we end up with a lot of these very sweet, opinionated pro-lifers on the phone with me, my kind of hillbilly cousin who's pregnant, and then also our Uncle Daryl who impregnated her, and we're all having a conversation, like a round table about the issues. It's very fun. I feel like you get to learn a lot about the essence and vibe of the people on the other side of this issue, because in our echo chambers, we don't always get a sense of that. We're definitely planning on doing more episodes of Feet on the Street in the meantime. But until it's going to be a minute until we shoot again, because I'm currently working on a taping at the end of the year with stand up. You can check that out. That'll be all over my socials and my website. Trying to get a election year mini special out there. But then we'll keep making Feet on the Street for the internet because they're really fun to make.
Well, I was going to ask you how people could follow your work and get in touch with you. I know we have your website linked in the description. Is that going to be enough, or is there any other channels we can follow you on?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you can find all my socials from my website. It's alyssapoteet.com. I'm most active on Instagram and TikTok, which is complete_Poteet. So clever, I know. And then through there, you can find our Feet on the Street news channel, which will have clips from all the new episode as well as the pilot and all that good stuff. Everything kind of feeds to everything. So if you got your internet stalking hat on, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Oh my God, not really, but thank you so much to the judges on the Georgia Comedy Festival. We're really excited to go there. When I'm on the road, I always love Atlanta and Laughing Skull, so it'll be great to be there for a film festival for a change. And thank you, Michael, for having us. We really appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much for your time, and thanks so much for just a fun film. You really ruffle some feathers with it. I think it's going to be funny. I can't wait to see what the audience thinks of it. So, but that's kind of like what you're trying to do in comedy, right? I mean, you don't want a golf clap at the end. You want people laughing. You know?
Don't want a golf clap. That is, I take a boo over a golf clap. My God.
Well, good work on this one. Congrats on your award nomination, and we'll see you at the event.
Thank you. See you there. Bye.
You're very welcome.